Hi everyone, I am back with Miss Teasel. I just put her on the run and I changed that fleece over there because the piggies had pooped and peed quite a lot on it. So this one is fine, it just has a bit of vegetable juice over there from the veggies the piggies were eating, but otherwise it's fine. So let me just show you her little run before I start talking. She just has her wheel, a few little toys, a little treat right there, water, toilet paper tube that she likes playing with, and some PVC pipe. So yeah, hopefully she'll run around a bit for us while I talk and make this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first pro of owning a hedgehog is that they are pretty easy maintenance. They don't really need that much. All they need is some food and water, and their cage cleaned at least once a week because they're pretty clean as opposed to guinea pigs, and some handling every once in a while and they should be okay, and obviously some space to run around in sometimes because they need to get out of their space to encourage them to do some exploring. The second pro of owning a hedgehog is that they are pretty clean. You can easily potty train them. I've potty trained mine to go on her wheel because hedgehogs go on their wheel anyway, so I at least like to keep the poop and pee constrained to one area so I don't have to throw away all the bedding that often, because bedding gets really expensive and I don't use fleece for her. So, but yeah, she's been pretty good about going in the same area, so cleaning her cage is a lot easier than cleaning the guinea pig cages. The third pro is that they are pretty solitary animals and don't need a friend in their cage and don't need very much attention at all. So if you're a person that has a pretty busy work schedule or lots of after-school activities, they're totally fine if you cannot handle them for a day or two. They're just pretty much doing their own thing all the time. I can compare them the most to, I guess, a cat, which they need their cuddles and snuggles every once in a while, but they're pretty much doing their own thing the whole time. So that's the best I can describe them as. They're also fine living by themselves. You don't really need to get them a friend. A lot of people actually do not recommend housing hedgehogs together because if they get into a fight, it can go badly extremely quickly because they have quills and obviously are going to use that as their defense mechanism if they have another hedgehog being aggressive towards them. Some people say that they've housed their hedgehogs together and it's been fine, but I personally do not recommend housing them together because they're just really solitary and really like having their own space. The fourth pro is that they are great animals for people that have allergies. People that have allergies to pet hair often find that they're not allergic to hedgehogs because hedgehogs are mostly quills. So if you want a small pet and are allergic to everything else, I think a hedgehog would be a great option to consider because they don't have very much fur at all. They're mostly quills. The next pro is that hedgehogs have pretty much their own personality. They have very different and unique personalities. I've had two hedgehogs, this one, Teasel, and my previous one, Snowdrop, and they both are completely different. My previous hedgehog, Snowdrop, was very relaxed and mellow, and she really wasn't scared of anything or of anyone handling her, and she was super sweet. This one is a bit more on the grumpy side and doesn't like being handled as much, but once she's in her cage or on the run doing her own thing, she is very hyper and curious and just full of beans and doesn't stay still. So yeah, I think that's something definitely it's very interesting about hedgehogs. You never know what you're going to get because they all have their own little unique personalities. She's trying to burrow under there but can't. Sorry about that. I apologize. So yeah, it's definitely nice to get to explore your hedgie and see what his personality is like. And they have different likes and dislikes food-wise as well. This one loves vegetables, and my previous hedgehog did not like vegetables at all. So yeah, you definitely get to know your hedgehog a little bit, what they like and dislike, and that's a really fun experience because they're really not all the same. And the final pro of a pet hedgehog is that they're very small and don't take very much space at all. You can have a CNC cage for them, and even a pet store cage, depends on the size obviously, is fine as well. So if you're interested in a pet and don't have very much space for a huge cage, this is definitely the pet for you. Guinea pigs definitely require lots more space and a lot bigger cage than hedgehogs do. Alright, so now moving on to the cons. The first con is that they are usually on the grumpy side, are a bit antisocial and very pointy, of course, because they have their quills. You may get a sweet hedgehog that absolutely doesn't mind being handled at all, but most of them are on the grumpy side and can be very moody, and a lot of people just don't have the patience to tame them because it takes a while to tame them to get them comfortable around you. So that's definitely something to consider, and that's definitely why they really don't make good pets for small children. The second con is that they are mostly nocturnal. They're mostly active during the late evenings and the extremely early morning hours. I know with my hedgehog I absolutely don't see her unless I wake her up, because she usually wakes up as soon as all the lights go out at 10 p.m. and everybody's going to sleep. At that time I can hear her eating food, running on her wheel, and just having a good old time in her cage. But yeah, some people like to see their pet awake before they go to school or work in the morning or in the afternoon after they get back, and that usually doesn't happen with hedgehogs because they're asleep most of the day and while you're awake. So that's definitely something to consider. The next con, as I mentioned before, is that they are definitely not a pet for children. They're more for adults and more mature children that have the patience to deal with an animal that has quills and that's very moody and that really doesn't like to be interacted much and just likes to be left to do their own thing. So children are definitely not known for their patience, so that's why they're definitely not recommended for small children, because if you do buy one for your small child and they're not interested in it, you're the one that's going to mainly have to take care of them. The next con is that they are very expensive initially. If you get your hedgehog from a certified breeder of hedgehogs, they usually run about $150. That's what Teasel right here cost. Usually a bit more if they are a hedgehog that has a unique color pattern or unique markings. If you are thinking about getting a hedgehog, a qualified breeder is definitely the best place to get them, because pet store hedgehogs have lots of illnesses because they're just bred by people that really don't care. So cheaper is not always better, so definitely do your research before purchasing a hedgehog. Sorry, I had to take the wheel out because she was trying to bury under it and was getting stuck with the fleece in under the wheel, and she just looked like she was struggling a lot, so sorry about that. And she's really upset with me now because I took her wheel away. Alright. Now, the next con of owning a pet hedgehog is that they are temperature sensitive. If you live in a really cold area, that's something that you definitely want to think about. Hedgehogs need temperatures of 72 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit to live comfortably. If you have them in temperatures below that, they will go into hibernation and die. So that's definitely something extremely important that they need and that you need to consider before purchasing a hedgehog. I do have a video on hedgehog hibernation and how to keep them warm that I posted a while ago. I'll just go ahead and put the link on screen so you can go check it out if you're interested in learning more about that, because I'm not going to go in great detail into that here. The next con, well, for some people, is that hedgehogs are insectivores and they need some sort of insect in their diet. Some people think that hedgehogs are super cute, and then when they find out that they're insectivores, they're no longer interested because they're a bit squeamish about insects or just don't like handling them. But it's something that they absolutely need every once in a while because their diet is very high in protein. You don't need to give it to them live. You can give it to them freeze-dried. That's how I buy mine, and she's absolutely fine with them. She absolutely loves them. And insects aren't really a big deal for me, but I know that for some people they are. So that's why I'm mentioning them in this video. So that's definitely something to think about if you do not like seeing insects at all. And the final con of owning a pet hedgehog is legal issues. Hedgehogs are actually illegal in certain states. So before purchasing one, make sure that you do your research and that they're not illegal in the state where you're in, because if they are illegal in your state and they are found in your home, they can confiscate it and kill it. So that's definitely something that you don't want. So make sure that you're getting a hedgehog in a place where they are legal. I personally don't know the places where they're legal or not. I know that they're legal in my state where I'm at, so definitely do your research if you're considering getting one, because that is extremely important. Alright guys, so I guess that's it for now for the pros and cons of owning both a hedgehog or a guinea pig. I had to comb down here because she was just hiding in there and I wasn't getting her in any of the shots. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Definitely do your research if you're considering getting a hedgehog or a guinea pig or both, especially the legal issues, because that is extremely important. And also, a con that comes with both of these pets is that they are classified as exotics. So there are lots of pets that don't take exotics, guinea pigs or hedgehogs. So before purchasing one, make sure that you have a vet in your area that does take in guinea pigs or hedgehogs, because if you run into an emergency, that's definitely something that you want to have on hand, a vet that you can call. Bye. Along with that is the fact that vet care is a lot more expensive for exotics than for cats or dogs, because there are a lot of people that don't see them, that don't take in these pets, and especially surgeries. Surgery for small animals is extremely expensive. So definitely think about that before getting a small pet. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. This girl is just going crazy because she really wants to go home to her cage and go back to sleep because it's the middle of the day. So I guess I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope that you enjoyed to see the piggies popcorning around and see my Hedgie walking and running around like crazy. I'm sorry that I moved the camera so much while I was filming her. It's just that she just really doesn't stay still, and I want to get a pretty zoomed in shot of her so that you actually get to see her. So I apologize for that. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and leave questions below if you have any questions. I would be happy to answer. And also don't forget to request if you have any video requests that you want me to do. So I guess that's it for now. So thanks for watching, and bye from Teasel now. Aww, so cute. Alright, this is it now. Bye everyone, thanks for watching.